It's true. Bamboo bedding is dreamy to sleep on. That's why Quince aptly named their Bamboo Dream Quilt Set. Coming in 12 colors, you're absolutely going to love this quilt and 2 shams set. Starting at the softest of pinks and going all the way to a dark navy. It's going to be perfect for anyone's room. Your own, your guest rooms, your kids' rooms, maybe even back to the dorm bedding. Quince has everything you need to elevate your space, from bedding to soft organic towels, airy curtains, and premium kitchen tools designed for everyday use. And of course, as you know, Quince has gorgeous cashmere and other wardrobe essentials. And the best part, Quince's products are half the cost of similar brands. They partner with top artisans and cut out the cost of the middleman, passing the savings on to us. Thank you, Quince. And they only work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, so you can feel good about your purchases from Quince. Elevate your space with home essentials from Quince. Go to quince.com/DTT for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's Quince, QUINCE.com/DTT to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/DTT. Hey there, I'm Kelly Wilkness here with Anita Joyce, and this is Decorating Tips and Tricks. It's time for another DTT Plus, where you get more of us.
Today, we are talking about house blindness, and I love this topic because it really is a thing.
Yeah, it is a thing.
So this is when somebody doesn't notice something negative about their house until a light gets shown on that thing. Like, people are coming over. Suddenly you notice every drip on your kitchen cabinets. You notice the trash can is overflowing. You realize there's a pile of laundry that's been sitting on the sofa for 2 weeks, and you have just been walking by it, and your brain just shut off. It was so used to seeing it, you didn't even notice it anymore. Scuff marks on the baseboard, stained carpet, all that stuff that you know is there, but then somehow your brain just shuts it off. I think it's a form of self-preservation, like so many other coping techniques that our brain has. And it just says, it's not there. It's not there. Don't look.
Right. We're going to help you diagnose yourself today. You may have this phenomenon where individuals become desensitized to the mess, clutter, and unfinished projects around their home.
Yeah, it's just, it happens all the time. And it is amazing how people can just go months, maybe even years without noticing it. And then suddenly they're having people over. Their house is going on the market. Or somebody just shows up unannounced. And then you realize with terror that there are major problems with your home.
Is that someone knocking at the door? Oh, no. Shut the lights out and hit the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a problem. And it's not just something to sort of, have an extra haha DT plus episode about. It is kind of serious because it adds a lot of stress to your life that doesn't have to be there. And we don't want you to be stressed at all. And we most certainly don't want you to be stressed out about your home. That's what we're here to help you with, right? So this cycle where cleaning and decluttering are perceived as overwhelming, or and you stop noticing. And as Anita mentioned, it's sort of a coping mechanism. You normalize a situation that isn't good. So that is not healthy. So we really want you to think about it. Is this going on with you? I certainly thought about it while I was getting ready to record this episode. I looked around, and let me tell you, girls and boys, I got a little list for myself. Okay. There's outside in the gym. I mean, albeit it's under the weight rack, but I noticed there was an outlet without an outlet cover.
Oh, there, perfect example.
Uh-huh. It's a little thing, but I see that and I go, oh, God. Okay. But unless I had been thinking about this and preparing for this episode, I might have just seen but not seen that, because I've obviously seen but not seen it for a very long time. And there's a few other little things around my house that can also be addressed and are probably causing me stress, or it's gotten to the point where I'm just like, I don't want to be stressed by that, so I'm not seeing it. And my house is not the best it could be.
Yes, I do notice now when the house is dirty, now that I am the housekeeper, whereas before I think I just didn't even look at it. But now I'm checking those baseboards.
Oh boy, I really, really, really rocked your world that day.
Oh my gosh, I'm like, okay, now I have to pay attention to the baseboards. Great. And guess what? They're always dirty. They always need to be cleaned.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't have enough house blindness. I wish I had more because I just noticed
maybe
everything.
We need special glasses that has.
I mean, I even noticed like there were some screws on the back porch near the pool, and we have a saltwater pool. So they had kind of rusted. So I have the painter come and he said, oh, I can't change out those screws. I'm just going to cut off the tops of them, paint over, and then put in new screws. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, but the new ones will be stainless. You know, the new ones won't rust. Da, da, da. Okay. Long story short, it's back. The rust is back on the porch. And I'd like to stop seeing it. I want to unsee it, but I can't.
That's funny that you want to be more house blind, but our episode, Anita, is about, getting rid of that
I'm too much the other way. I notice everything now. Well, the dirt I didn't used to notice. I admit that. But now I notice all the little naggly things and the dirt too.
Right. But we do have an affection for patina. So that kind of can sort of soften
dirt go into that?
The house blind. Well, no, but rusty screws.
Does it?
I think that might be cool.
Does it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get back to the diagnosis. So if you're thinking maybe, or if you say, oh, no, I don't have that, well, maybe just listen in and think about it. You don't have to give us an answer, but think about it for yourself. So the signs of being houseblind are you're overlooking piles of clutter and messes. Maybe you've got a giant paper stack. You just don't go through the junk mail. You grab it from the front and you just put it someplace and it just piles up. And you too then have thousands of catalogs and then junk mail from AARP or something. I don't know. I don't know why they keep sending me things.
What about the pile?
I am not a member.
At the foot of the what about the pile at the foot of the stairs?
Yes, something like that.
And no one else can see that pile. I'm the only one with X-ray vision who can see the pile. It just sits there. People walk right past it.
Yeah.
And
they're happily houseblind.
I guess.
Houseblind glasses on. Take your houseblind glasses off, everyone. Yvonne said something in one of the podcasts years and years ago, and it just stuck with me. It was probably an organizing episode or something. Just keep going. Sometimes you're tempted to stop and put the thing on the stairs or on the table or in a place where it's not supposed to go because you really don't feel like walking up the stairs again, or you don't feel like doing something like that. So I have in my head, and I've tried to also inflict my girls with this saying in their heads, just keep going. Put it where it's supposed to go. Don't make a way station somewhere. So if you're houseblind, you're overlooking these way stations and you're also probably creating them, right? Another sign is that, as Anita mentioned at the beginning, you're cleaning up for guests, but not for yourself. Guests come and go and maybe don't even come that often, but you're in there all the time. So why do you want to be surrounded by an environment that is truly, believe us, it's causing you stress and you can fix it? I can't stop using dupe.com. This is an amazing website, service, best friend. I absolutely love it. So you find something that you really want and it's too expensive. It's a budget buster. Then you use dupe.com and you can find almost the exact thing or very similar products for much less. So I was crushing on this incredibly gorgeous coffee table. I had it in my mind. I had it in my Pinterest boards. I had it everywhere, but I just didn't have it in my house because it was too expensive. When I learned about dupe.com, that was the first product that I tested. And boy, did I find some amazing dupes. And I purchased one. So the original was almost $3,000. And Dupe showed me many choices, all the way down to under $200. Now, you may think something this extraordinary is hard to use, but it's so easy. Just type dupe.com/ before any product URL in your browser, and boom, it instantly finds you less expensive alternatives. They even have an app and a browser extension you can download. No account required, No sign up required. It's completely free. That's completely free free to use. Stop wasting your money on brand names and start saving with dupe.com today.
Now that we live out in the country, everything comes from Amazon because it's just so far to drive to the store. And there's a lot of...
you're going to have some tariffs hitting you, girl. You better start growing your own food.
Well, yeah. So anyway, just the stuff that you normally get at the store, we're just having to order because it's just too far away. But the Amazon boxes, they just pile up in my mudroom. I have a massive pile. And when we finish, I am going to have to take that and put it in the trash can, see if I can't jump on it about 15 times and get it mashed down in there.
Oh, that's funny. I jumped on a big cardboard box today and stuffed it in as the garbage man was coming down the street. Yeah, it was hard to get that one in there. What causes house blindness? Busy lifestyles. That's okay. We're all busy. Yeah, it's true. But you want to make time to address these issues. An unhelpful family. You live with other people who don't see it or always have their house blind glasses on. So that's hard. You feel emotionally overwhelmed, and you just rather not do it because it seems like, oh, that's going to take me hours. Well, if you do a little bit every day, it's not going to. Or you've just got bad time management. A lot of people do, right? So maybe you have to schedule something. Maybe you have to put a timer on your phone and say, okay, for 20 minutes or 10 minutes, 5 minutes, I'm going to go around and address these issues, this mess, this pile, these things that are not where they're supposed to be, these baseboards. Just do a section at a time. Over a short period of time, if you did 5-10 minutes a day, you would conquer this, right? So you can break free of this if you feel like this is going on in your life, right? So the solutions is to break it down into small pieces, small increments of time, or small tasks, and change your habits. I find a lot of clients who buy in bulk. So Anita's mentioning a lot of things coming from Amazon. They might be coming from Amazon or other places.
Costco, they've got the big boxes too.
Right. And so people sign up for these things. Oh, that's going to save me time, or I won't have to go to the store. Well, you end up having to go to the store anyway, because you can't buy, I don't know, blueberries in bulk or anything like that. You need vegetables.
I think you can. Have you not been to Costco?
Well, I mean, they run out. They don't last.
It's
not like you can put them on a shelf.
But that's a whole other story. Yeah.
Oh my God, just let me go with this. Yes, she's got solutions for your blueberries. We'll get to that later. So don't buy in bulk. I have clients saying, oh, we need more storage. And I'm like, well, what do you need the storage for? And they'll open up a cabinet and they'll be like, I don't know, 25 rolls of toilet paper.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that now. I do remember COVID.
I'm going to stop because this is now getting annoying because you're not playing along.
No. I'm telling you, I think it's a bad thing to be house blind in general. It is a bad thing, but I'm not cutting back on that toilet paper. I'm just telling you. Remember the Alamo. Right. Just remember the Alamo.
Okay. Well, the point being is that if you have too much stuff in your house and that's causing some of the mess and the clutter, then you can stop that by going through your order history and either slowing down the deliveries or stopping them. You can order it again, probably not going to stop making paper towels anytime soon. So just something to think about. If you live out in the wilderness like Anita, then freeze your blueberries and by all means get as much toilet paper as you want. But just remember, everybody, she has a giant barn that she can put it in, and we all don't have that, okay?
No. But if I was going to afford one thing, it would be the toilet paper. I will say that. So, but I do
to
agree.
A woman who's afraid to say the word toilet.
I know.
That is a big. She really is really sharing today.
I am. But
so streamline your daily routines. And as along the lines, we're back to the solutions, and schedule in your cleaning. Put it in your calendar. This is the day or if you're so blessed, the person who comes does it. I just solved your problem. I diagnosed you, and I let you know what the causes were, and now I gave you solutions.
Well, I have a great solution also. And
okay,
this one
let's hear it.
Works.
Okay.
Take pictures of your house. We say it all the time, but it is true. And I can't tell you why it turns off the house blindness, but it does. You can walk by those scuffed baseboards all day long, but once you have a picture of it, it's hard to deny it. Or those piles of laundry, the piles of things that are sitting at the bottom of the stairs that should go upstairs, the stuff that hasn't been put away, the clutter. You take a picture of it, it is very hard to ignore it. And I think that is the incentive, because now you're seeing your house the way other people see your house. And it can be scary to say, oh my goodness, I had no idea how bad it was. And yes, I think, like you said, Kelly, there is a lot to be said for just having habits that keep things from going south too far. Because when things got too bad, then it's going to be overwhelming. You're not going to know where to start, and you're just not going to. And it's just going to get worse and worse.
Yeah, and
worse.
This isn't about being a neatnik or a leaning fanatic. This is really crucial to your mental health. Because if you're so desensitized and you're surrounded by all this, it is going to really have a wearing effect on your well-being. It's going to cause stress and cognitive overload, and nobody needs that. There's enough going on in the world, right? So your home has to be the sanctuary that we talk about, and it's just not all about the pretties and the palette and the toss pillows. You know, this is really basic 101, creating a sanctuary. If you don't have a orderly, clean foundation, no matter how many pretty pillows or drapes you put up, it's not going to make a difference. It's still going to cause you stress, because you're going to turn around and see that giant pile of, coupon flyers and junk mail and what have you, and returns to Amazon and all of this. And as I mentioned, people start then wanting more storage, spending money to accommodate these things, when really it's just maybe just getting rid of them and changing your habits a little bit, and only a little bit every day. And it's really going to have a positive impact on you. So I hope everyone listening says, oh, that's other people. I really don't have that. And that you really don't have house blindness. But if you do, take it seriously and think about it. And think about the simple things that we talked about today that you can do to turn that around.
Well said. Okay. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with us today. And remember, we're here to inspire you to create a beautiful home. Until next time.
Want to talk to us? Well, we really want to talk to you. So let's schedule a design consult. Anita and I are here to give you individualized, actionable advice on how to create the beautiful home you want and deserve. It's so easy to schedule a design consult with us. Simply click the link in the show notes or head to decoratingtipsandtricks.com/consult. When we talk to you on the scheduled time, we will be ready with so many great tips, advice, and yes, tricks. So sign up today for a design consult. We can't wait to talk to you.